Hello and welcome to Microsoft Ignite. My name is Bill Baer, Senior Product Manager for Microsoft Search, Assistant, and Intelligence at Microsoft, and today we'll be talking about making the most of Microsoft Search. Why is search important? If you think about it, statistically, the growth of data has been exponential. In fact, in 2020 alone, 64 zettabytes of data was created or replicated. But where did all of that information go? And that's where search provides a foundation. It's the gateway to keeping everybody engaged and informed with the information that's trending around them. Microsoft Search is an intelligent, actionable workplace search experience from Microsoft, designed to help employees inside of your organization achieve more, find more, and be more productive. Microsoft Search provides actionable insights from all of your content, meaning that it's your gateway to your modern workplace search experience. It's designed to keep everybody engaged and informed in the apps and services they use every day inside of Microsoft 365. Microsoft Search also leverages the global perspective of the Microsoft Graph. So the results you see are personalized and tailored for you as an individual. Microsoft Search also surfaces the most relevant content for your users. Again, using the global perspective of the Microsoft Graph and leveraging deep learning models, it provides the most relevant and contextual results to users from the very first day. And lastly, it's easy to get started with Microsoft Search. You can start and maintain with minimal effort because Microsoft Search is part of your Microsoft 365 subscription. So it's ready when you are, scales with you, as well as your business and as your content grows. So let's talk about a few of the things that you can do with Microsoft Search to help improve the experience for users inside of your organization. First, Microsoft Search allows you to curate and create results using Microsoft Search Answers. Answers are a mechanism for you to promote authoritative content from across the organization. There are a variety of different answers that you can create and curate when you're using Microsoft Search. First of all, acronyms. Inside of an organization, individuals always don't know the meaning of an acronym or an abbreviation. With Microsoft Search, you can create acronyms that are commonly used in your organization, and Microsoft Search mines acronyms from content from within your organization. So for example, across Microsoft Search, you can ask, what is TEE? And you'll get results for TEE, whether those results were extracted from a document, such as the first example, text entity extraction, which was from a file, entity extraction basics. That's representative of a mined result. And then at the bottom, we have trusted execution environment. That's a created result that was curated by the search administrator. As you can see, it says published by Contoso, as opposed to being from a file or from an email. In addition, you can also create bookmarks. This is a way for you to promote authoritative content above the ranked results across Microsoft Search canvases. Those can be inside or outside of the organization. So in this particular example in Microsoft Teams, when an employee asks time off, expressed as a set of keywords, you can promote a bookmark to direct them to the most appropriate resource to requesting time off. In addition, we also provide Q&A answers. Q&A answers are very similar to bookmarks. However, they answer the user's question instead of just providing a link to a resource or a web page. The easiest way to think about bookmarks and Q&As is that bookmarks are generated when the query is expressed as a set of keywords, whereas Q&As are generated when the query is expressed as a question. So in this particular case, when an employee in the organization asks, where can I reset my password? You can respond with an answer to that particular question and present that answer above the ranked results. In addition, you can also create and curate topics if you subscribe to Viva Topics. A topic answer, again, is promoted above the ranked results. So inside of the organization, when an employee queries CIP, they can get an answer for the Contoso Innovation and Process topic answer. And topic answers consolidate important information and people related to a specific topic. They also provide synonyms and acronyms used for that particular topic itself. In addition, coming soon, you'll also be able to provide employees in the organization knowledge answers. And knowledge answers provide a direct answer to questions from authoritative information in your organization across SharePoint and OneDrive content. Effectively, what we use is a model that we call the Turing model. It's a transformer-based generative language model that can complete incomplete sentences and generate summaries from documents inside of your organization. So for example, if an employee queries, "Can I bring my dog to work?" our deep learning model will reason across content in your organization stored in SharePoint and OneDrive and find an appropriate answer from that content and respond as an authoritative answer right there in the search engine results page. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Turing model in SharePoint, semantic understanding and machine reading comprehension in Microsoft Search. As I mentioned, coming soon to SharePoint, we'll be introducing our Turing model. And again, our Turing model uses semantic understanding and machine reading comprehension to identify an appropriate response from a document within the organization. So let's try some sample queries. The first query we'll try is, "How much will Contoso match for volunteer hour?" So we'll go ahead and execute this query, and you'll notice right at the top of the results page, we have an authoritative answer. The answer itself is an actual answer to the individual's query. So when they ask, "How much will Contoso match?" the response is Contoso Volunteer Program. When employees volunteer at least 10 hours in the community, Contoso will donate $25 an hour to the eligible organization they serve. But what you'll notice is that answer is actually based on information from a document within the organization. Let's go ahead and take a look at this document itself. If I open up the document where it derived that answer, there's quite a bit of information here. But our model was smart enough to find the most appropriate information from within that document that satisfied the user's intent for that particular query. Let's take a look at a couple of other examples of semantic understanding and machine reading comprehension. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our search page. And here within our search page itself, we're going to ask another question. Let's say Tesla charging stations. And what you'll notice is even though I put Tesla charring stating, intentionally misspelling a couple of words in that particular query, our model using semantic understanding was smart enough to still find the answer. As you'll notice up here, it asks if I meant Tesla charging station. But most important, it understands that Tesla and electric vehicle are synonymous. So instead of just providing me results for Tesla charging station, it actually provided me results for electric vehicle charging stations. We'll try one last query. Let's say, what's the number to call shuttle, for example? In this particular case, you'll notice, again, an answer was delivered in response to my query based on information found in a document from within the organization. And this capability will be coming to SharePoint soon. Let's talk about some of the other answers that are available in Microsoft Search. One of those is a file answer. It allows individuals in the organization to discover answers in context or to find files using natural language. So for example, here we can say files from Emily, and we can distill our results down to just files that were shared by Emily. We also have calendar answers, and calendar answers are an example of the actionable search experiences you'll find with Microsoft Search. So for example, I can search for marketing meeting in Outlook, and I will receive a calendar answer, but that answer is actionable, meaning that I can respond or RSVP to that particular meeting. In addition, we're also bringing link answers to Microsoft Search as well. So you can quickly discover links that were shared with you in Microsoft Teams chats as well as email messages. So for example, by simply querying my links, you can find links from across those chats as well as links from across email conversations themselves. Let's go ahead and talk about a few other things that are coming to Microsoft Search. Consolidating data stores, one of the key strengths of Microsoft Search. Microsoft Search provides the ability to connect to disparate data sources using Microsoft Graph connectors. So you can bring that information into Microsoft Search as well as Microsoft 365 experiences. Let's talk about some of the new things that are coming with Microsoft Graph connectors. First of all, we're bringing a Microsoft Graph connector for Jira. This will help users find Jira issues and tickets directly from Microsoft Search. So in this particular example, I can ask as a customer, search, and retrieve results directly from Jira. In addition, coming to Microsoft Search, for Microsoft Graph connectors are connectors for Confluence. So you can find Confluence pages and blogs from Microsoft Search as well. So I can search for benefits, for example, and I can find benefits and rewards information from Confluence directly in any of my Microsoft Search canvases. We're also bringing support for ServiceNow Catalog. We've had support for ServiceNow knowledge base articles, and now you'll be able to search across ServiceNow Catalog information across our Microsoft Search apps and services. In addition, if you're using SharePoint Server on premises, we're also going to be bringing a SharePoint Server connector. That'll allow you to connect and consolidate your on-premises SharePoint environments to Microsoft 365 and discover information from those systems across our Microsoft Search apps and services. In addition, Graph connectors will also support intelligent discovery. So if you're familiar with working in the Office backstage, for an example, and you receive recommendations, those recommendations will not only be inclusive of information in Microsoft 365, but as well as your connected systems, such as Jira, Confluence, or any other third-party data source, without the need for searching for that information. So relevant, intelligent information is right at your fingertips without you actually having to go seek it out using Microsoft Graph connectors with Microsoft Search. In addition, we're also increasing the scale for Microsoft Graph connectors up to 5 million items per connection with 10 connections. So now you can ingest up to 50 million items using Microsoft Graph connectors with Microsoft Search. And you can use any Graph connector, either those that are developed by Microsoft or our partners, or even using our Graph APIs to build your own custom connectors. So now you can index the largest data sources, such as files on SharePoint Server, or file shares, or even your own line of business applications if necessary. In addition, we're also introducing a Graph Connector SDK. So you can build your own custom line of business connector with ease, meaning that you'll be able to write minimal code and leverage the pre-built capabilities of the Graph Connector platform and use pre-built test scenarios. In addition, you'll also be able to leverage templates and sample code, language support for C#, as well as a NuGet package built on .NET Standard 2.0. And lastly, you'll be able to publish and manage your Microsoft built as well as your custom connectors in a single place now. So right through the Search and Intelligence Admin Center via the Data Sources tab, you'll be able to manage both your Microsoft connectors as well as your custom connectors, all via a single pane of glass. If you're interested in experimenting with the Graph Connector SDK, you can sign up for the preview at the link below, aka.ms/GCSDK preview. If we go ahead and take a look at the roadmap for Microsoft Graph connectors, today we have a number of connectors that are generally available for ServiceNow knowledge base articles, Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2, enterprise websites, Azure SQL, MediaWikis, Salesforce and Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle Database, on-prem enterprise websites, as well as Windows file shares. In preview, we'll also have available ServiceNow Catalog, Azure DevOps Wiki, Confluence Cloud, as discussed earlier, Jira, as discussed earlier, SharePoint Server on premises, as well as connectors for CSV content, in addition to the higher ingestion capacity, up to 5 million items per connection. And then coming soon, we're also providing support for ServiceNow tickets, Confluence Server and Data Center, Jira Server and Data Center, Schoology, rule-based enrichment, our Graph Connector SDK, as previously discussed, as well as a new search surface. So now from the Windows search box, you'll be able to discover information ingested using Microsoft Graph connectors. You can sign up to preview any of these features at the link below, aka.ms Graph Connector Preview. If you're looking for any other connectors, we'd love your feedback. If you want to provide feedback on connectors that you're looking for, you can reach us at the link below, aka.ms Graph Connectors Feedback. Let's go ahead and talk about another new way we're introducing for you to be able to connect to important data stores. So we just talked about consolidating important data stores. Now we're going to talk about connecting to an important data stores. And we're going to do that via a new federated search model. The difference between federated search and Microsoft Graph connectors is that federated search provides query time merging of results, whereas Graph connectors provide index time merging of results. The federated search connectors will allow you to integrate your existing enterprise search investments into Microsoft Search. So for example, If there's a particular data source where the cost of ingestion doesn't warrant ingestion, you can always use our federated search platform and provide query time merging of those results. Perhaps you're bound by corporate or regulatory compliance to where that data needs to remain within its data store or particular system. You can address that boundary by using federated search, IP and data sensitivity, migration overhead, perhaps your business strategy, or you need for custom logic on the query path itself. These are all great scenarios for considering federated search with Microsoft Search. So developers can keep their data in place and federate at query time to power a variety of search experiences. And those results will show up in Office.com and SharePoint Home, as well as Bing, and then Windows Search Box and Teams coming soon. And you'll get great natural language invocation, trigger patterns, and sample queries for seeding. You'll be able to customize search relevance and query time logic for that particular provider, as well as provide support for answers and verticals in the SharePoint or in the Microsoft Search SERP. In addition, we also will provide a Microsoft bot framework, so you can reuse an existing bot with minor changes. And from an administrative perspective, you'll be able to review, enable, and disable the custom provider. So if we look here, we're going to provide out-of-the-box federated providers for Microsoft's Dynamics 365, which is in private preview, as well as surfacing results from Azure Cognitive Search, which is on our roadmap. In addition, we're also going to open private preview this month for custom providers. So let's talk about Dynamics 365 Federation. So Dynamics 365 Federation provides a very simple way for users to discover the most relevant customer and business data stored in Dynamics 365. It's going to be a native connector available directly from Microsoft. It's going to be easy to administer. It's going to be easy to use. It'll provide richer content, built-in data protection, as well as a unified search experience. So the Dynamics 365 results are consistent across all search entry points. Wherever you search, you'll get the same results with the same look and feel. And the results will be more useful. Let's look at Azure Cognitive Search Federation. This one is coming soon as well. Azure Cognitive Search Federation will provide a single place to see search results from Azure Cognitive Search, as well as organizational search results from Microsoft Search. Now let's talk about some of the different ways that you can tailor search to work best for your company. From a customization perspective, a few things that we're bringing to Microsoft Search. This one is available in targeted release today. This is the ability to add new search tabs to show results needed for your users and filters to ease choosing of right results. As mentioned in targeted release, you can create those filters on your verticals today. So in this particular case, as you can see, we have a custom vertical for support, and we have a number of custom filters that we've developed for that particular vertical, such as account, installation, privacy, Wi-Fi, security, relocation, or perhaps printer setup. Coming soon, you'll also be able to customize new search tabs curated to a user's profile. And this one's really exciting because now you'll be able to target particular results based on an individual's role or perhaps their geographic location. So if I search for maternity leave, I can have a policy vertical that shows maternity leave information specific to my geolocation. In addition, coming soon, we're also going to allow you to customize results to show rich information. So you can help users find the right information on the search results page. So for example, when searching for design courses, not only do I get a result for design courses, but through this customization support, you'll be able to add important actionable information such as course type, online delivery, and duration. So extracting that important information and making it part of the search experience to further enhance productivity with Microsoft Search. In addition to the simple keyword queries that you've seen, we also support natural language search. Sometimes finding the right words to search for content can be hard, and everybody's not a power user or familiar with special search syntax in order to be able to find information such as the and, or, and any operators. But now search speaks your language, so you can search in the same way as you would say it. So with the ability to understand these natural language expressions, we can interpret your intent and get you the right results. So today in Outlook, you can search for show me email from John, or find email from John, or simply from John. But then you can be more expressive and you can say, show me email from John about service descriptions with attachments, and easily narrow your results down to the most important information inside of search. In addition, this works inside of Microsoft Teams as well. So you can say, show me chats from Bill from yesterday. Again, these natural language queries are available in Outlook, in Teams, and coming soon to your SharePoint, OneDrive, Bing, and Office.com Microsoft Search canvases, what we refer to as workplace search. So not only will you be able to use natural language search in Outlook and Teams, you'll also be able to use it across your organizational information in other search endpoints as well. Now we'll briefly touch on the ability to extend search to your own custom apps. So we talked a little bit about customizing search to drive and enhance user experiences or to drive productivity and create better, more efficient user experiences. But you can also extend search to your own custom applications using our indexing and query APIs, for example. You can find code samples, tutorials, and more at our GitHub repository at github.com/Microsoft-Search. We have a couple of examples of how you can bring Microsoft Search to your custom apps and services, in addition to some recommendations as to how you can best leverage the Microsoft Search API. In addition, we're going to be bringing more APIs to help administrators automate some of the search management experiences inside of Microsoft Search. Another exciting thing that's coming is you'll also be able to enrich individual profiles using a lot of the same capabilities that we use to ingest information for the purposes of search with Microsoft Search. So now you'll be able to enrich users' profiles with information from a variety of HRMS systems. And that helps individuals kind of learn more about others for better contextualization and collaboration. So using those same graph connectors, you can enrich profiles from a variety of different HR management systems and display important information such as skills and proficiencies, expertise, interests, projects. All of that information can be ingested from a disparate system, an HRMS system outside of the boundaries of Microsoft 365 and brought directly into the profile card. So as you can see in this particular example, we have information down at the bottom of the profile card that was ingested from Workday. And in that particular case, it was topics that that particular individual has a proficiency or has expressed a proficiency in. And this capability is coming soon. So for example, not only will you be able to ingest that information and make it available via the profile card to create a great people directory, it's also search driven. So once that profile has been enriched with HRMS information, you can also search across that information based on those attributes like skills, interests, and projects. So for example, inside of Microsoft Search, I could be able to search for blockchain. And then when I navigate to the People tab, I will get all of the results that satisfy the intent based on individual skills within the organization. So as you can see here from Cameron's profile, where we ingested the blockchain skill from Workday, Cameron is my top hit for an individual that has a proficiency in blockchain. So it unlocks that hidden knowledge inside of the organization and helps facilitate collaboration by enabling people in the organization to find somebody that has a particular skill or proficiency to help them get work done. In addition, we'll also have a set of out-of-the-box connectors available for profile enrichment. So whether your information is in Azure SQL, a CSV file, on-prem Microsoft SQL Server, or even an on-prem Oracle database, you'll be able to bring information in from those systems and populate the profile card, and again, make that information searchable in our people search experience. Let's talk a little bit about user experiences in regards to Microsoft Search. One of the things with Microsoft Search that's important is you need to understand that search will surface any content that you either have implicit or explicit access to, meaning that it's been shared directly with you or been shared with a group that you have membership within. A root cause of this is predominantly oversharing. Files are stored on public sites, for example, where everyone has access, or they're stored with large groups. There's a number of solutions you can use to prevent implicit oversharing. You can use sensitivity labels to prevent creation of public groups and sites, or optionally, you can restrict creation of groups to a group of users. You can also monitor through auditing solutions in Microsoft 365, as well as find public groups in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, as well as find public sites in the SharePoint Admin Center. In addition, you can use sensitivity labels in the case of file shares to restrict access to files of a specific group of individuals. You can also use mandatory labels. You can stop recent files from appearing for a group of people by using our Item Insights APIs and policies. Or lastly, you can turn off delve to turn off recent files in the case where files are shared with large groups of individuals. Again, implicit sharing. Again, my name is Bill Baer, Senior Product Manager for Microsoft Search, Assistant, and Intelligence at Microsoft. I hope you've enjoyed today's session on making the most of Microsoft Search, as well as seeing some of the roadmap of what's to come with Microsoft Search.